What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. And today, you're talking sports with MG NAS. And today, it's a lot of excitement because, ladies and gentlemen, today is Sixers Talk with MG NAS, episode 15. Now, for the people who may be new to the channel, first off, hit the subscribe button if you're new. Hit the like button if you enjoyed today's video. Comment down below your thoughts and opinions on today's video. But for the people who are new, Sixers Talk with MG NAS is a series that I started last year during the Sixers season, where basically I talk about the Sixers for a video, episode it, and I talk about everything that's going on with the Sixers at that time. So we are bringing it back for this season. I know I ain't post Sixers Talk with MG NAS since the end of last season, and the last thing I did Sixers-wise on the channel was the Andre Drummond signing. But since the season is here, we got to bring back the great Sixers Talk with MG NAS series, and we are here with episode 15. And today we are previewing this season of the Philadelphia 76ers. So ladies and gentlemen, appreciate all your support. But now let's get right into today's video. We got to preview the 76ers season. I'm a big Sixers fan. So just because I haven't been posting Sixers content doesn't mean I don't know what's been going on. And I've talked about it even during my football live streams and videos. We got to talk about the elephant in the room. Ben Simmons, this whole offseason, saying that he doesn't want to play with Joel anymore. That he never wants to play for this city again. Saying that he wants out. Saying that he is willing to take any fine as long as he is traded very soon. He did all that, said all that, and yesterday he has returned to Philadelphia 76ers practice. Last Monday, he arrived in Philadelphia, got his COVID test, went through the health and safety protocols, and now could possibly play in our season opener on Wednesday, or in our home opener on Friday. So how did we get here? First off, y'all know the video that the video I made after the Sixers lost the Hawks in the playoffs, basically going on a rant how Game 7 ended. And I gave everyone some criticism. Doc Rivers, Ben Simmons, not so much Joel Embiid. Maybe I might have, said some things he did wrong. Tobias Harris, but mainly everybody that I had problems with got criticism from me that last video. And a lot has happened since then. But now we're here with Ben Simmons. And the reason why I bring him up is because a part of this preview is previewing the 76ers projected starting lineup. Now, a week ago, before Ben Simmons reported to camp, I was getting this part of the video was going to be interesting. This part of previewing the Sixers season was going to be interesting because of the fact that the point guard position was wide open. Tyrese Maxey, Shake Milton were the guys I believe who were capable of getting the starting job. But now, as I'm about to get into previewing the projected Sixers starting lineup, Ben Simmons is back. So let's get into that. The projected Sixers starting lineup, in my opinion, will now be point guard Ben Simmons, shooting guard Seth Curry, small forward Danny Green, power forward Tobias Harris, and the center, y'all already know, it's the man Joel Embiid. So that is my starting lineup. Who are going to be the sixth man this year? Or who will be the sixth man this year? I think it's going to be Matisse Thybulle with his defensive ability, all NBA defense potential. So I think he's going to be the sixth man. But you also got Andre Drummond, who can contend for the sixth-man spot. A good center, defensive rebounding, offensive rebounding. So he can also Shake Milton. He might be the seventh guy, the main scorer off the bench. You might get a little bit of Furkan Korkmaz, be the eighth man in the rotation. And then you're going to have, obviously, Tyrese Maxey, who can probably even be the sixth man with Tyrese Maxey. So, and so you can also put him in the six-man conversation because, he seems, if he makes the improvements that we want him to make and that he seems to be making, he definitely could be the sixth man until Ben Simmons gets traded. But if Ben Simmons ain't going to get traded, which he will, if Ben Simmons don't get traded, then he's going to be the sixth man. And if most likely when Ben Simmons gets traded, he's probably going to be the starting point guard. But for right now, starting lineup: Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Danny Green, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid. Sixth man could either be Tyrese Maxey, Matisse Thybulle, or Shake Milton. Then you got Furkan Korkmaz, Andre Drummond, Georges Niang, who we signed this offseason. All other guys who could come off the bench. Also, you could see some Isaiah Joe, who had a solid preseason and summer league. Isaiah Joe could get some time off the bench. You got Paul Reed, who is a fan favorite among Sixers fans, who could also see some minutes off the bench. And a couple of other guys who I haven't named. Jaden Springer, first-round pick. He could also get some minutes off the bench. So those are the projected starting lineups and the bench for the 76ers. Now let's talk about this season, man, and what I expect this season. First things first, I expect the Sixers to still be a playoff team, no matter if Ben Simmons is on this team, is not on this team, because of the man Joel Embiid, what he can do when he is on the court, when he is healthy. Averaged 28 points per game last year on great defensive ability, along with Tobias Harris, making big improvements last year, being a little bit more consistent. That's great for Tobias Harris, because Danny Green is not the best player. He is a little bit on the older side, but he is an old, savvy veteran who can still shoot the corner three and give you good defense. Seth Curry, who's just a straight sniper from the three-point line, has a very, very high three-point percentage. And that's why, with or without Ben Simmons this year, I think that we're going to make the playoffs. So that's my expectations. Depending on our playoff matchup, we could win in the first round of the playoffs. The second round of the playoffs, you'll know that's where the Sixers can that's when the Sixers can get a little bit tricky. So, it is what it is. We're gonna see what happens. So let's talk about Doc Rivers a little bit, man, in this Sixers preview. What do I expect from him this season? Look, man. Doc Rivers is a very experienced NBA coach, and he is a championship-winning coach, but he did a lot of things that I did not like last season, and that's just me being 100% honest. Sometimes, I feel like he was babying around with Ben Simmons, not holding him accountable when he probably should have. And the way he coaches in the playoffs sometimes could get annoying. You see a lot of his teams over the last few years have not been successful after the first round in the playoffs. It's been second round in eliminations since he won the championship. And that's not what we want, man. We don't want that. We hired Doc Rivers because we thought, he could be a championship level coach, and we still seen some championship level coaching in him. And that's what we expect out of him. And even after being disappointing in the playoffs the last few years, I expect him to be a high quality coach, at least in a regular season. The playoffs, he can get a little bit iffy in that part of the game, but I expect him to be a high-level coach. I expect him to make adjustments when we need to, and I expect him to play to our strengths and continue to develop our young players like Tyrese Maxey, like Jaden Springer, like Paul Reed, Isaiah Joe, like Shake Milton, those guys, Matisse Thybulle as well. I expect him to help develop the young guys and play everyone to their strengths. So that's what I expect from Doc Rivers there. I can't wait for the season, though, man. First game Wednesday, we got the New Orleans Pelicans. I should be live for that game. Most likely, 9 times out of 10, I will be live for that game. So everyone who's going to come and chill in the live stream, all is appreciated. Appreciate you. And everyone that might watch the live stream replay or whatever, that's going to be fine. A lot of Sixers Talk with MG NAS episodes going to be coming this NBA season. Also, too, now that I have the community tab, you guys can look there. Y'all can look at the schedule that I put up, some videos and live streams I have planned for the week. Now that I just got the community tab activated for my channel. That's going to be a way where y'all can find out any news about the channel. And all that great stuff, man. So appreciate everyone for watching. That was my preview of the Sixers season. Expectations is playoffs. My expectations for the coaches, or Doc Rivers at least, is to be at least a mid to high level tier coach. And as far as the seeding I expect for the Sixers, I expect the 4th or 5th seed. The 4th or 5th seed, Joel Embiid, to have another MVP type season. We'll see what happens with Ben Simmons down the line. Appreciate everyone for watching. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you enjoyed today's video. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any single video that I post. Comment down below your thoughts and opinions. And until next time, you've been talking sports with MG NAS. Sixers Talk with MG NAS episode 15 has wrapped up. I'm out. Peace.